I know 2025 is just around the corner, which means a lot of you are setting your New Year's goals, your New Year's resolutions, and I bet one of them is make your own money, start your own online business, or just have an additional stream of income. However, some of you might be doubting it, or maybe that has been your goal for the past like 2 or 3 years and you haven't really done much about it. No matter where you're at in this video, I'm gonna share with you how you can actually make like money and how anyone can make money and how simple and easy it is to actually make money on social media, because I think a lot of people overcomplicate it or they don't necessarily understand how to actually stand out in the marketplace that will get their product to basically sell over somebody else's. So this is going to be just like a really straightforward, direct video. Take notes if you want to. Listen to this while you're going on a run, on a drive, whatever that looks like. I have some notes here, but I really want this, like this video is for that person who you're just done with your own bullshit. You're done with the bullshit. You don't want to wait anymore. You're just so ready to make your own money. You're so ready to build your own business. You're just so ready to change your life. And in this video, once again, I'm going to share exactly what you are going to be doing. Now, the first thing is, if you actually want to make your own money using social media, you need to decide, okay? You need to be so decisive where you're not turning back. You're not even thinking about, oh, should I do it? Should I not? Should I, just work my 9-to-5 job? Should I ask my husband, my spouse, my brother, my sister, my mom, my dad? No, when you decide to do something, especially when it comes to making money online, building your own personal brand, you're basically just like cutting the rope to everything and anything else, because making your own money online, what it really requires is actually thick skin. Believe it or not, when you're on social media, there will be a lot of trolls, a lot of hate comments, a lot of even just like your close friends and family that love you and do support you, but they don't really understand how this like make money online thing works. So you need to be so decisive that like you just already know that it's working for you. And that's what I did in the really beginning when I made the decision to basically just go online, build my business on social media. I graduated college in 2018. I was 21 years old. And while everybody and my friends were applying for jobs, I'm like, no, I'm going to start my own online business. And it took me a little bit longer than it should have, because once again, I didn't come from like an entrepreneurial sales background. I had no network, no influence, nothing, but I decided, once again, I lived at my dad's house for almost 2 years post-graduation. Up until I had my own business running, I was making my own money, and then I moved to Florida. I'm here now, built a multi-six-figure business, all the things. But like, if I did not decide, I guarantee you, I would still be in Iowa. I would still be going back and forth between like odd random jobs. I would be acting like I want to be an entrepreneur, but like I wouldn't actually be making real money. So if you want this to be a real thing, real income, real LLC, real taxes you're paying, real accountant you're paying, real clients that you're working with, real sales that are coming through on your phone and notifications, you need to decide that you're gonna go all in, no turning back, and it is actually for you. Okay, now that we got that off of our plate, everybody that is still watching, you are 100% decided, you're 100% committed, that is for you. The second thing that you want to do to, once again, really build your own confidence to know that, hey, this make money online thing is gonna work for you, is looking for a gap that you can actually fill in your marketplace. Now, I wanna say 9 out of like 10 times, people know kind of what they want their business to be around, whether it is, oh, I wanna sell like digital products, maybe I wanna create a course, maybe I want to do affiliate marketing, maybe I wanna do brand deals. Like, you probably have an idea of what you want. And if you don't, make sure to watch this video after this video, because I break down how to really find like your perfect niche industry to build your business and make money around. But don't just go to that right now. Wait to watch it after this video. But you want to look at your marketplace and see, where is there a gap that a lot of people are basically just not talking about. And this does not mean you need to reinvent the wheel and come up with an entirely new topic and industry. I'm just talking about how can you take a specific industry and topic and put a different perspective and shift on it based on, once again, your own values, beliefs, experiences, whatever that is for you. Now, for me, I did this early on when everybody on social media was saying, hey, in order for you to build a business, you need to pay money for ads. You need to cold call people. You need to do 1 million sales calls. When I was like, okay, if someone actually wants to buy my offer, it is because they see either a model, a role model, a leader basically living the transformation that they want, aka personal branding. So I just start to tell people, hey, if you actually want to build a real sustainable business, a business like, Cartier and Starbucks and Nike, they are not chasing people to buy their products. They are presenting it, and then they're attracting their perfect clients to them. So I always say, like, personal branding and self-concept and really having an identity that is attractive and magnetic, that is how you're actually going to make real money on social media. And a lot of people weren't actually talking about that. So that was the gap that I filled in. But for you, it might be if you're in the fitness industry and everybody is saying, hey, you need to cut out carbs, or you only need to have like meat. It's like the carnivore diet, or you have to do cardio at least like 3 or 5 times a week in order for you to lose weight. Maybe your thing is like, no, in order for you to actually get your dream body and maintain it, you need to still be eating your favorite foods and doing just like moderate workouts. And half of it is actually like a mental game. And maybe you talk more about meditation and self-concept work and affirmations, and like your thing is completely different. So that's why I always say, go to TikTok, go to Instagram. Don't just like mindlessly consume, but actually take notice of what people are talking about in your industry that you don't necessarily agree with, so that you can come in with a brand new, fresh perspective that might just be a little bit more different. And that is how you're actually going to gain attention and pop off. Because I know if you're watching this, you do not want to like make money and just have an income stream and a business for a few years. You want it for life. And I will tell you, there are so many people in social media teaching you how to make like fast money, but it's not really sustainable. So if you can actually fill a gap and you can find a gap, that is how you are going to be making like real money on social media. Now, this actually leads me into finding a unique offer and a product. Now, once again, you don't necessarily have to reinvent the wheel. Like, most products are already out there. And when I say most products, I'm talking about digital products, courses, ebooks, templates, coaching, consulting, events, workshops, masterclasses, like anything that you're selling online that's not a physical product, it's probably out there. However, you can create a unique offer and experience by taking one of those pre-existing offers and making it a little bit different. So, of course, one of the main things that people sell on social media is online courses. Now, maybe you don't call yours an online course. Maybe you call it like a school or an academy, or maybe you call it like a boot camp. Like, you rebrand the entire thing where it's not just a course you buy, it's this experience that you're actually going through. Because let me tell you, people do not want to miss out on experiences. They want to feel like they are a part of something. They don't want to have FOMO. But of course, if you're just selling it as, hey, this is a course, another book, another PDF, it kind of sounds boring. It's not necessarily unique. But imagine you came in the marketplace and you're like, oh my goodness, I am doing this 30-day experience. It's not even a challenge, but you are finally going to meet yourself for the first time, okay? And in these 30 days, I'm going to help you reconnect to your true self. I'm going to help you feel so confident. I'm going to help you actually love eating food and making your own recipes, lunch, breakfast, dinner, and most importantly, you are going to have such a great relationship with the gym and working out. And by the end of the 30 days, you're finally going to meet your true authentic self. Like, instead of just saying this is a 30-day course or a 30-day challenge, like if you branded it that way with a really unique offer and a really unique message, I guarantee you so many people will want to join because it doesn't sound like everything else. So this is a really key thing, guys. If you want to actually make real money on social media, you don't want to do what everybody else is doing. you want to do something that is different, something that is unique, something that is just you. And how I really love to come up with these like ideas and topics is like, if you were going to something, what would you want to experience, right? What would you want to do? And inside of Monetize Social Membership, my online community, this is how I help my members really cultivate these cool experiences so their audience and people are actually buying, and it's actually fun for them to do. Because let me tell you, there will be a lot of people who get on social media, try to start a business, try to make money, and then it doesn't work because they honestly just do something that's boring and it's not really that exciting. So first of all, if you want to be a part of a community and you want my direct help, join Monetize Social Membership. But like, do this, create something unique. You don't need my help. You can do this on your own. But if you need that like creative juices, like you want that brainstorming session, join the community. Now, I already talked about this a little bit, but the fourth thing that's really going to help you stand out, make your own money, have your offers just like fly off the shelves is a brand, okay? A personal brand is the only differentiating factor between you and your competitor, between you and another product, between you and another business. It is your personal brand. And if you don't know what a personal brand is, it is basically expressing who you are, your own values, your own beliefs. It's creating a specific feeling and experience for your audience. So I always love to bring up, if you've ever been to Disney World, Disneyland, when you get to Disney World, even when you're in like the outskirts in the vicinity of Disney, you start to feel a certain way. You get excited. You get like, I always get creative vibes. It's like magical, like anything is possible, anything can happen. And Disney did not do this by accident. They cultivated this feeling. They cultivated this experience. Same thing when, you know, people want to get pumpkin spice lattes at Starbucks in the fall. They cultivate this warm, happy, fuzzy feeling inside of people. It's not by accident. They did it by design. So for you, you need to have a personal brand that really evokes emotion and creates a specific feeling inside of somebody. And how you're going to do this is first by identifying who is that person that you really want to help and what is the feeling that you want to create. If we're kind of continuing with the example of like fitness and like weight loss and loving yourself, the feeling that you might want to create in your ideal client is the feeling of power, and maybe even like the feeling of self-love and acceptance. Maybe for the longest time, your ideal client just like hated themselves, did not accept themselves for who they really are. And that's what you help people with, right? Versus maybe you're the type of person where you're just really direct, straightforward. It's like, hey, this is what we're going to do and you're going to follow through. Like the feeling that you're evoking in people is all about discipline. It's all about follow through. Those are two very different feelings. And guess what? Both of them work, right? You just want to get clear in what type of feeling you want to evoke into somebody. And another thing with your personal brand that is so crucial when it comes to making money online is content. Now, I get this question so many times, and it is, how do I create really good content, and what type of content do I create? Now, I'm not going to go deep into like content creation strategy and tips in this specific video. I'm going to link some other videos at the end of this video that you can watch. But the thing about content creation when it comes to like your personal brand and of course selling an offer or product online to make your own money is you need to create content that's relatable and aspirational. Now, the reason why you're creating relatable content is how you're actually going to build trust with your audience. So this is where you're creating content like, okay, you know I need to go to the gym, but I don't want to. However, I'm still going to go, right? It's like that's showing, hey, I am not always motivated to go to the gym either. That creates connection, that creates relatability. However, it still is aspirational because you're still going to the gym. It's one thing if you were to post, I just feel so annoyed, I'm not going today, and you're kind of just ranting to your audience. Yes, you can sometimes do that, but there's a fine line between ranting and being relatable versus, actually there's a fine line between ranting and then not being relatable, and relatable and still being aspirational. It's like, once again, if you're just ranting on social media, that's not really aspirational. You're not creating a good feeling emotion inside of people. You're just creating like oh yeah, me too, kind of like gossip, which we don't want to do. But once again, if you're sharing vulnerabilities with lessons and inspiration, aspirations, that is how people are like, oh my gosh, she experiences what I do too. However, she still goes. She still takes action. She still follows through. So that's one thing when it comes to content creation. Make it relatable, but still make it inspirational, aspirational, motivational. Now, I know you might not want to hear this, but I am going to say it, and that is consistency. You will not make money on social media if you're not consistent. It's just point blank, period. It's like the first thing that you decide, like you're all in, you decide there's no going back, there's no turning back. That also means showing up every single day, even when you don't see movement. And when I say movement, this means you don't see the followers right away. You don't see the money. Can that happen? Abso-fucking-lutely. It can happen so fast. It can literally happen overnight. But the thing is, when it comes to making money on social media, building a business, you have to show up and you have to be consistent. And how I stay consistent isn't even by telling myself, hey, I need to be consistent. Hey, I need to post and show up today. How I stay consistent is really thinking about that person on the other side, that person who might follow me, who might read my content, watch my videos, might buy my product, they go through my product, and then they have a completely new life because of my product. Imagine if I did not show up and they're still at the same spot they're at. Imagine that they're still hating their body. Imagine they're still in that toxic relationship. Imagine they're still at that 9-to-5 dead-end job. Imagine that they just like hate themselves so much that they won't even leave their house. Like, imagine that. Imagine they're still there. I will tell you, people are more likely to do things for other people than they do themselves. And I'm the same way. That's why when I first started, I honestly did not even do it for myself. I did it for other people, right? I was like, okay, like I'm afraid to get in front of a camera. I'm afraid to put myself out there, but I don't give a fuck. I'm going to do it because I know there is somebody out there who actually needs my help. This is how you build true, real consistency. It's not even like, of course, you can build discipline, you can have a routine, you can have a structure, but you honestly don't need any of that when you have such a real purpose of who you actually want to help. Like, if you don't post on social media today, imagine the person that's on social media trying to find your content, but they can't find it because you didn't show up. That is like the greatest motivator and the greatest, like, honestly, push that you can ever get, because not only are you posting on social media and it's free, but you're also making money while doing it. So it's like, why wouldn't you want to show up? Why wouldn't you want to stay consistent? And this, once again, kind of like full circle, this goes back to like anyone can make money, because the people that are on social media, they're not looking for someone who has like a 4-year degree. They're not looking for someone that has a certification. They're looking for somebody who has actually transformed and changed their life, and they want to do the exact same thing. So when I say anybody on social media can build a brand, can build a business, can have their own income stream, can make their own money, I truly mean it. So these are the 2 videos I recommend watching next if you want to learn how to create content, and maybe if you don't know what type of business to really get started, make sure to watch this video. But I love you guys so much, and until next time, make sure that you stay unforgettable.